Good morning, everyone. RTBro here to give you guys a massive market update on this incredibly bullish movement. You do not want to miss this video. We will be talking about the overall market, specifically focusing on Bitcoin and the total market cap of the entire market. Then later today, I will be doing a live stream that's going to go over all the altcoins. Okay, so lots and lots of content getting released today. I know I haven't been up that much or on YouTube very often. However, like I told you guys, I have been keeping Discord up to date on all movements on what's going on in the market. So if you are not in Discord, like I've told you many, many times before, you are seriously, seriously missing out. So go ahead and join in right now. Make sure to like and subscribe to this video, and we're going to dive right in, and I'm going to give you guys a huge update on what's going on in the market. So let's dive right in. So the first thing, the most important thing I want everyone to understand in this chart, this is the total market cap, okay? Total market cap. This is all of the money that's in the crypto space, and something happened that is incredibly, incredibly bullish just this morning. So if you draw a trend line between the previous all-time high to the local top we had back in September, extend it out, you can see we came up to this level, found resistance, rejected, and then have now busted through. You guys can see this. There are a lot of things about this chart that looks really bullish about it, and you can make a lot of arguments on exactly how to interpret this. This could be a massive cup and handle, right? Massive cup and handle. You could just be looking at this as a normal trend line break. But the important thing is this is a massively important level that cannot be overstated. It just can't be, guys. So we are now above it. This looks extremely good on the total chart, and now I think we are going to have some absolutely massive explosive movements across the board. So let's keep going into other things, but this is the chart that's really, really getting me very excited and is going to put a ton of money into the entire crypto space, not just Bitcoin, okay? Another thing to look at is prior to, although Bitcoin was increasing in price, the total market cap was actually still staying the same. So what that meant is that our altcoins were just getting sucked of all their money as money was going into Bitcoin. That's what was happening. So as Bitcoin rose parabolically in this section, right, on the Bitcoin dominance, all that was happening was the money was being moved out of the altcoin market and into Bitcoin. There was actually no additional money moving into the crypto space. We saw that right here. We actually had money decrease in the market as Bitcoin was increasing in price. However, this morning we have a change. Now actual new money is entering the market, money we have not seen since May 14th of 2021. Okay, we have more money in the crypto space right now today than we had back during the massive crash that happened in early May. Okay, this is a really, 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 really good sign, guys. We are this close to breaking all-time highs, and as you guys probably are aware, once you break all-time highs on these charts, you go into price discovery mode. When you go into price discovery mode, that's when crazy things tend to happen. All right, let me give you some examples real quick just to get a full grasp of how stupid this might be getting once we break into price discovery. So some of my favorite coins that I've been following very, very closely over the last few days. Let me find it real quick. CVX. Actually, I think it's on here. Oh, Jig Stack's looking perfect. Really, really happy about that. But we will talk about that in the live stream. We're not going to talk about that right now. So on Jig Stack, if you go over here to the market, this is like the one. No. Convex Finance. US dollar. Okay, perfect. All right. This chart's a little messed up, but essentially once we broke above here, we went parabolically up from here. Another good example is going to be OMG. Okay, OMG had another similar situation. Once we got above our previous high, we exploded to the upside, okay? And we're consolidating above, continuation on a higher again. Algorand's another example of that. So these coins, once they start breaking above their previous all-time high, they do have a massive explosive move, and they're going to come back down, retest, and continuation to the upside. So other examples that this has happened in the past, you can look at Solana. Once we busted above our previous all-time high, right? Got above our previous all-time high, what happened? Right? It just kept going higher. These are some things that I'm expecting for Bitcoin and other coins as well. And as you guys know, once Bitcoin starts getting more money in the market, Bitcoin brings money in the market. Okay, it's the major player. Bitcoin is king. But once Bitcoin starts consolidating, once it starts doing this movement right here, when it breaks above all-time high and starts consolidating, this is exactly the moment where our altcoins are going to absolutely explode in price. So once we bust above previous all-time high and start consolidating, just like how Solana did, this is the moment where our alts are going to absolutely explode. Okay, some of these altcoins are in amazingly, amazingly perfect opportunities right now. I'm very, very excited about many of them. I'm really hesitant. I don't want to talk about them right now. I'm going to talk about them in the live stream. So make sure you guys are on that. So let's go over other things on here. So Bitcoin dominance, we sort of briefed on that for a second. Bitcoin dominance went higher than I expected. It really did. It really shot up there. It really bled out the market very harshly. But, and this is the important thing, it actually found resistance right at the 200 moving average, which if you go back and look at the overall 200 moving average and how the interactions have happened in the past, it really shouldn't be that big of a surprise that the 200 was the level that needed to get retested. You guys can see how incredibly important that line is over the course of the history of the Bitcoin dominance. So is this a healthy test? Absolutely. So because of that, my next target is going to be down, just like how I have this written out. Went up, back down. So, and if that happens, remember what Bitcoin dominance actually is. This is the amount of money in the crypto space. What percentage is in Bitcoin and what percentage is in the rest of the market? Well, up here, we were way up here at 62%. We dropped all the way down pretty parabolically, or at least a very straight line down. Then we went into a rising wedge. We broke down from the rising wedge, and now we have retested the point of breakdown from the rising wedge. This little consolidation cluster, 200 moving average, this is the perfect opportunity for now it to continue back the downside. Now, if we take, and if you want to consider this maybe like a bull flag, looks pretty bull flag or a bear flag to me, right? We have a pole, we have our rising wedge, and a continuation down. This could be a flag. And if you want to measure how far it would go based upon the flag, which is what generally you would do for a bull flag or a bear flag, come over here, take the pole, you can target way down here, and that's why I have this target way down here at 25. If we have 25% of the market in Bitcoin and the rest in altcoins, our altcoins are going to absolutely freaking explode. Does it have to go that far down? Absolutely not. But this is an expectation of what I would like to see and what essentially I'm projecting to happen. And we'll see what happens, obviously, guys, but one level at a time. But the important thing is we did have a solid rejection at the 200 moving average at this massive cluster. We are breaking down pretty harshly. There's a little bit of resistance here, right here, that I'm a little concerned about. So once we get below here, I think we're going to start parabolically moving to the downside. And this is when our alts are really, 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 really going to start taking off. Let's see. On our longs, I have a little bit different philosophy than other people. Long positions decreasing is actually bearish to me. I do not like seeing our longs decreasing, okay? And here's the reason why. So, what a long is whenever you are borrowing money and putting it on leverage that the market's going to keep going up. Well, if there are less people in the market adding to the long positions and they're closing them out, that means that they don't have much confidence the market's going to go up. And who's the people who can really dictate this chart and buy a ton of longs or short positions? Whales, right? So if the whales are selling their long or closing their longs, expecting it to drop down, generally the whales are going to be right. So regarding Bitcoin specifically, I'm actually pretty bearish on Bitcoin right now, simply because the longs are dropping so far down. Now, does that mean our altcoins are also bearish on it? No, absolutely not, right? You can have a decoupling, and this is sort of what I'm expecting now that we've broken above the total market cap. I think we're going to have a lot of influx of money going in the market, and they're going to find a home. And alts are extremely cheap right now. It's on the Bitcoin pairing for altcoins. They're so incredibly cheap. It's amazing. So I think anytime any alts you buy right now, not financial advice. I cannot get financial advice and all that stuff, but it looks extremely, extremely good. Bitcoin shorts are actually still stagnant. This is a bullish sign because that means that although they're not having much confidence it's going to go up, they also don't have much confidence it's going to go down. Now, if we started seeing some massive pops like this, I'd be terrified, right? Because I'm like, uh-oh, we actually could have a massive drop. But what this also could mean is why would they be closing their long positions now on Bitcoin? And why are they not opening up short positions? Maybe, just maybe, because they are actually taking that money that they had in Bitcoin and rotating it to something else. What would they be moving their money into? Could it be the altcoins? Well, let's see. Let's see how the altcoins are looking. So on the altcoins, on the mobile chart, this is really clean. On this chart, it's a little weird. This is a 3-day level right here. Okay, 3-day level. We've been looking at this for a very long time, and this 3-day level is it was acting as a resistance for a long time. We broke down from it, and now we are trading back above it. It closes in 1 day, 10 hours, and this looks really, really, really good. We're currently trading above this massive resistance. Well, what resistance do we have above here? Nothing. Nothing. There is no more resistance up here, guys. Like, this is it. There is nothing. Look, we had a massive drop right here. Like, there's nothing here. Not only that, if you go to the 4 hours, actually looks a little cleaner. On the 4-hour chart, we do have a very clear trend line, just like we saw on the total chart. So, once we get above here, I expect our altcoins to explode higher, because remember, total 2, this is the altcoin index on the total market cap of all altcoins. So once we get above this level, I think our altcoins are going to absolutely explode in price. Now the key is which alts are going to win. Well, in general, all alts are going to win. Okay, in general, because a rising tide will lift all ships. But there are certain altcoins that you really want to be paying attention to. Okay, just like in the previous market, we had Luna, we had Rune, we had AAVE, we had AVAX, we had a few other ones that really, really, really took off, right? So you need to find the right ones, and of course, Doge and Shiba and all them. So, will you make money in the altcoin season if you have a ton of alts? Yes. Will you make a lot more money if you find the right alts and invest it correctly? Yes, absolutely. So how can you find the best alts? Well, you can learn to be a really good technical analyst, or you can just join my Discord server and I'll tell you exactly which ones. So as you guys can see, I do have a ton of altcoin plays that I do all the time. I'm updating all these things. Doing chart requests today on stream. So if you are a Patreon subscriber, you are going to get a ton of extra information about which alts. I can't even log in right now, can I? Well, whatever. All right. If you go to the Patreon, that's in the Discord below, or in the description below, you can actually join the Patreon. Very cheap compared to what we're going to be getting on this bull market if it really does take off. And I'll be giving you guys all the best plays and keeping you up to date on what's going on in the market. So, very, very good option. I think we have a ton of potential in this market. A massive, massive amount of money is to be made. I am strapped in. I am fully loaded. I am absolutely ready for this thing to just take off. Yeah, and the total 2 looks just phenomenal right now. Very, very happy with the total chart, total 2 chart. Everything is going to plan. I've been talking about this for several months. The plan is going perfectly. It's taking a little longer than I was expecting, but this is okay, right? Time frames are not important. The important is the goal at the end was the price target, and the price target is still extremely high. So I'm very okay with waiting an extra 3 or 4 months so that I can 20x my investment. That's just insane to say anything other than that. Let's look at Bitcoin as well. I do want to focus on that chart as well. So on the Bitcoin chart, this is what I've been looking at for a while. So this is a another thing. I want to go over this as well. My gosh, I'm so sorry about this, guys. I'm just a little bit spaced out today. I haven't done a video in so long. I'm a little rough. So as you guys can see, lots of craziness going on. And I drew these levels out a long time. So this was step 1. We had step 2, even with the 200 moving average. Step 3 was the golden pocket. And then step 4 was this 3-day point of breakdown. Well, the golden pocket, as you can see, is now reclaimed. The 702, the 618, the 702, we're now above it. We even had a clean retest of the 702 yesterday. So, yeah, like, guys, we are above the golden pocket retracement. This is it. 3-day point of breakdown. That's literally the only level we have left, and after that, it's just going to go parabolic at this point. So this looks extremely good. I'm very, very happy about the entire chart. This is working perfectly, guys. So could we have volatility and maybe come back down in golden pocket again and retest that again, or maybe even drop all the way down to the 200 moving average again? Sure, we could, and I think it'd be healthy, but let me make it very, very clear. We are not guaranteed a retracement at this point, okay? We are now above the golden pocket, and a lot of times when we get above the golden pocket, things go parabolically in a very, very massive way. OMG is a really good example of that again. I know I've already talked about it once, but I'm going to go over it again. So, golden pocket of movement from the very top to the very bottom. Where did it come up to? It hit it, it hit it, it hit it, hit it, hit it. Once it got above the golden pocket, what happened? Okay. Well, once it got above the golden pocket, we then exploded for a 77% move right after that movement. Okay. This is essentially what I'm expecting for Bitcoin as well. Some sort of an explosive movement after breaking above it. Well, we already broke above it. We already retested it. What's next? This. This is what's next on Bitcoin. And I don't think there are many other plays out there. We could consolidate more. We could dip down further, but I don't think we're going to have a massive drop. I think now it's just time for the Bitcoin to just do its thing. And I think it's going to absolutely explode. And it's going to bring so much more money in the market, which is going to then rotate into the altcoins, and we are going to make so much cash, guys. It's insane. So yeah, Bitcoin. Let's see what else on here. I know I haven't updated you guys in a while, so I want to go back and talk about some of this as well. We did have a symmetrical triangle that played out from here. I know it's really, really rough. Let me get rid of this. We had a symmetrical triangle that played out, right? Tapped up here. Broke above it, right? Golden pocket retest, continuation upwards. If you zoom in the low time frame, we also had a channel that was formed. And this parallel channel looks like this. This is it. There you go. It's our parallel channel that was formed. Okay. Well, as you can see, we are now back above it slightly. Depends on how it's drawn exactly. So yeah, I just had it on there and I just messed it all up. But either way, we are messing around the top side of the channel. This is still a massive resistance right now, but overall the direction is still up. So yeah, guys, I think the market looks great. So make sure you guys are sticking in sticking around because I will be on around 1 o'clock Central Time. 1 o'clock Central Time, I'll be back on a live stream. It'll probably be 2 or 3, maybe even 4 hours. I'm going to be staying on there for a very long time, doing a ton of chart requests. The chart requests will be coming from my Patreon members. So if you guys are Patreon members, you will get the opportunity to do chart requests. So, and I'll have a ton I got to knock out. So you guys will get a ton of information on that. So outside of that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video before I start rambling off way too long, like probably already have. And I will see you guys in the next video. Like always, deuces, boys.